We should be live. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everything is working out the way it should be. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think everything's working. Cool. Um, yeah. So this is what I was watching. I guess I kind of forgot to minimize that. But yeah, this is what we're playing. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay. Well, let's not jump in. Let's reload the game, I guess. Um, uno momento, por favor. I guess for some reason the game went down, so we gotta boot it back up. But yeah, I hope you guys' day is going well. For me, this weekend seemed to take forever. I feel like I have lived an entire month in the course of this weekend. Not really, but I mean, it seems like this weekend took forever. I don't know if this weekend seemed like it took forever for you guys, but seems that way to me. Oh wait, no, not Tavern Brawl. Although I guess I could play a game of Tavern Brawl if that's what the one person who's watching wants to see. So what's new to the Tavern Brawl is they've got new characters that you can play as, and you start off with a creature on the field that gives you some type of crazy ability. So I guess let's just do this while we're here. We might as well, right? Might as well play this. Give this a shot. This one in particular has whenever you're dealt damage or your hero is dealt damage, you deal that on your turn. You deal that damage to someone else. So let's see. All right. So don't want any of these. We're hoping to get a 1-drop at the bare minimum. There we go. That's fine with me. But yeah. So this is what this guy does. We start out with this guy on the field. Of course, this is the character that you deal 2 damage to yourself, draw a card. And this one, whenever your hero takes damage on your turn, the enemy hero takes the damage instead. What does this guy do, though? Your death rattles triggered 2 additional times. Jesus. And then he heals himself. At the start of the game, draw this. Death rattle, give a friendly minion +1/+1. All right, so I think we're going to go here and call that a turn. Yep. Yep, that's all we can do right now. That is all we can do right now. But yeah, no, this weekend seemed to take forever, man. Forever. I don't really want to talk about it yet because I'm sure PP will want to talk about it whenever he gets here. But just such a long weekend, bro. I mean, I guess I might as well talk about it. I'll talk about it twice. I don't really care. Yeah, so death rattle, death rattle. Add a random death rattle minion to your hand. Random death rattle minion. I really want to kill that first, but I don't have any way to do so. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, see what I draw. I guess let's go ahead and send that damage over that way and end the turn. Yeah, so over the course of this weekend, I had a lot of things happen. One, as you can see, I don't know if you guys have noticed before, but I had a cyst on that side of my face. It popped over the weekend. It's still healing, I guess, as you could probably tell. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. On top of that, I went kayaking because there was nothing else to do. Went kayaking. What else did I do? Just spent a whole lot of time outside, went out and did a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of semi-productive things. But one of the things I did for you guys, or tried to do for you guys, but it didn't really work, was I was trying to make the video that I've talked about numerous times, which is I should make a video about why, oh yeah, I need to turn on game volume because you guys kind of like to hear that stuff. So it's not just my voice. Let's go to right there. Right there. That should be good for you guys. Oh, that is actually really loud for me though. You know what? I'll turn it to right there, and then I'll just turn it down on my end in turn. I thought I had ended the turn already. But yeah, anyways, Death Rattle, if Stag also died this game, summon that. What is Stag? Oh wait, is this? No, that's not it. Man, he killed mine. I was trying to kill his character. The big part of this game mode, to anybody who hasn't played it before, from what I can tell, and again, I'm not the most experienced player out there, but from my experience, it's really important to kill this guy. And the fact that I couldn't kill that guy is kind of a bad thing. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And gain our life back. But anyways, I was trying to make that video that I've talked about numerous times, which is a video talking about why I why I don't see myself continuing to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warzone to be exact. So, and I've got a list of things, but I've tried to record that video now 3 times. So due to numerous, deal 1 damage to all other characters. What should I deal 3 to? Deal 1 damage to all other characters. Deal 3 damage to a minion. I think I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go here, and call that a turn. I tried to shoot that video 3 times. My hands are really dry, I just realized. I've tried to shoot that video 3 times, and it's just never worked out. I did, however, so good thing for, I mean, not that you guys necessarily care, but a good thing for me is that the cruise that I booked and the plane ticket that I booked, I actually did get in contact with the cruise line and the airline, and so they have suspended the money. Deal 3 damage to all other characters. He's back alive, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. They suspended the money in a way that basically made it to where deal 3 damage to your hero. No, I'm good. They suspended the money and made it to where I can just call back in, like, whenever I figure out what's going on and reschedule my flight and my cruise. Which is great, but at the same time, they both called me. That's how 2 of the takes of the video got ruined. I would just try and edit it out, but what I was trying to do is do it like a gameplay. So I was trying to play 1 round, not necessarily do anything amazing, just trying to play around, you know, and talk. That's what I was trying to do. And so I had 2 games where I was like halfway through, or maybe even, I think one of them, the one with the airline specifically, I think I was almost done. And I got a phone call, and that's the phone call I have to take when, you know, that amount of money is on the line. I'm not getting paid to do this yet, so Battle Cry, deal 1 damage to all their characters. And me not getting paid to do this, you know, I kind of gotta handle the things that would literally cost me money if I didn't. So, what? Jesus. Well, that was a mistake. Yep. Well, I guess let's just go here and here and call that a turn. Call that a turn. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. It just seems like it's been a really, really long weekend for me. Oh man, gotta stretch and yawn and all that. I guess the plan for today is to get done with the stream. I am probably going to cut it off at the 2-hour mark no matter what. That's where we're going to cut it off today. Let's see. Deal 5 damage to your hero. 3. So that would leave me with 6. Yeah, I think we're just going to go here. deal 10, and deal 4 or deal 2. Oh yeah, I forgot my dude's not alive. So that's part of the bad thing about playing this game mode is if you're tired, not paying attention, stuff like that's gonna happen to you. But yeah, my plan is to probably quit this stream at 2 hours no matter what. Sorry about that like S whistle there. Again, when I'm tired, just everything starts going to heck in a handbasket, I guess is the way to say it. But no, I don't know what my stats were last time you guys saw this, but yeah, 31 wins, 104 top fours, ranking of above 4,000. So I'll consider that to be decent on my part. I mean, who knows how I'll play on stream though, because I am of course tired. But yeah, the plan is to end the stream no matter what at the 2 hour mark, at the bare minimum. If nobody shows up for an hour, I'll probably just end it an hour to be fair. But yeah, the plan is to end it at 2 hours, go outside, chill outside, maybe do some stuff, maybe even take a nap outside, depending on how I'm feeling. And just kind of chill and, you know, relax. I want to read more. I've been doing a whole lot of stuff inside. Oh man, I like this guy. I like this guy. I like this guy. I like all of these guys. And I mean, heck, if you're going demons, even he's great. But I think I'm just going to go here because there you kind of are forced into wanting battle cry things to happen. There, I mean, if you're making the optimal plays, you're forced into demons. There, if you're making the optimal play, you're kind of forced into narrowing your strategy. I guess with him personally, it just feels more open-ended. So that's why I'm going there. But yeah, I've just been like doing a whole bunch of stuff inside, trying to like rush myself doing stuff, and because of that, I just kind of want to go outside and chill, maybe meditate. But hey, what's going on, bro? J3EB with a Hindu, I'm guessing ish script. I don't know. Jeeb. I'm guessing the 3 is to represent an E as well. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the YouTube channel. Hopefully your day is going well, man. I don't know if that's just PP who changed his thing or not, but what's going on? All right. So we win fight 1. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. What is this game? It is Hearthstone. Hearthstone, the reason, if you read the title, Magic the Gathering player learning to play Hearthstone, this is a game. So let's see, who are we playing? We are playing Murloc guy. He's got a demon. Most likely the demon he has is here. What's the chances of him buying a second character? I think the chances are high that he would buy a second character. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Hey, what's going on, PP? So this game is a kind of card game. I mean, these aren't really cards. You can see whenever I have her over, they are cards. But this is a card-like game that is enjoyable to me, similar to Magic the Gathering. That is what this game is. It's very, very similar to Magic the Gathering. That's why I have used that phrase. Let's go here. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. I guess we're going down the Murloc trail because it's giving us the Murloc. So why wouldn't we go down the Murloc trail? So I guess next turn the plan is to buy our dupe here, upgrade, shop refresh. That's our plan for this next turn. But yeah, what's going on, PP? My main man. I'm doing homework for the past 8 hours, so I don't really realize. So I didn't really realize it was your stream time. Nah, you're good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Nah, I'm just streaming, man. You're fine. It's more fun when I have somebody to talk to, but you got to do your homework, man. Homework's way more important. Jeez. I mean, I guess we freeze on that too because we need him. But yeah, no, man, you got to do your homework. That is way more important. I should be doing homework. I should be studying, but as of right now, so for me, I'll explain the dilemma from a 25-year-old guy who has a very weird life. I'm nearly done. Nice, man. I'm glad you're almost done with it. So here's my dilemma with this whole situation, with this whole coronavirus thing, as a 24-year-old guy who has a weird life. So in college in America costs a ton of money, like a metric butt ton. Given I have some perks of my previous job and I have some perks of being more frugal that allow me to not be as financially insecure from trying to go to college. Because of this, college, like everybody's like talking about college debt. If I do it right, which as of right now I'm not really doing it right, but if I did do college right, I would graduate college with almost no debt, which is very, very rare in America. For now, I think we're just gonna go here because we're trying to win this fight. That's all we're worried about. I didn't even think I was gonna lose the last fight, but we did. But yeah, so I'm supposed to graduate college debt free. The thing is that it's still expensive. It's about $3,000 a semester. Some people are paying as much as 30 grand a semester. So that's ridiculous. And depending on what I do, sometimes I can get that 3 grand completely covered to where it costs me literally nothing. But at the same time, right now, because of how crazy the world is, everybody's realizing that the whole college thing, a lot of people are realizing either A, the thing I've been saying forever, which is most people don't need to go to college, or they're realizing B, that college is ridiculously expensive and that it can all be just done online. So, and with the massive demand shifting towards online education, because that's what they're going to do for this whole next semester anyways, I think it's going to really drop tuition prices when it comes to getting a college degree. So, do I attempt to go back to college next semester? Because so if I go back to college next semester, which was originally the plan, if I do that, we sell here, grab here, upgrade here. If I do go back to college next semester, most likely I'm going to be forced into only doing online classes because this whole coronavirus thing, by the time next semester starts, I don't think is going to be over with. So, it's like I'll be forced into online classes, which I don't want to do, is the first part. Second part is, even if I do the online classes, and I pass them, give it a year to adjust, I think the prices for college is going to drop. So it's like, do I spend more money now to do something I don't want to do? Or do I wait a whole year and then try and go back to college when it's hopefully the prices have dropped a little bit? And then the other thing is that at this point in my life, most people expect me to, have a job, be well established in my career, and I don't even have an official job right now. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm like torn between, do I just get a job for the next year and not worry about college at all, or do I try and go back anyways? Like, I don't know. I'm in that like weird dilemma where it's like, I don't know if I should just like say screw it and continue to do what I'm doing and just get a job, or if I should just try to go back to college anyways and try and get that degree out of the way. We're going to go ahead and do another shop refresh. We're getting nothing out of these shop refreshes, so I'm just going to go ahead and uptick it. We're probably going to lose this next fight, especially against him, but that's fine. I don't think he'll be able to kill us this fight, which is all that matters. I can make a basic model walk and run, which is good. That's cool. Yeah, no, I'm not. So that's another thing is it's really good you're getting into stuff that's based on computers because that's the future, especially with the coronavirus thing. That's the future is doing a lot of stuff on computers is a really good skill to have right now. Unfortunately, when it comes to software, hey, what's going on? CENLUS. Senelus? I don't know. Bro, I'm dyslexic. I don't know. That's a challenging name. I'm sorry, but what's going on, my man? I'm talking with a guy over on YouTube. That's who I'm talking to, by the way. Sin Lush Sinlush Lush LUHS. I don't know. Lush Sin Lush I don't know. I'm probably saying that all types wrong, but I'm just gonna go with Sin. I'm just gonna go with Sin for short. What's going on, man? I'm sorry. I know this is probably cringy seeing me just struggle to say your name, but what's going on, my man? Nah, but back to what I was talking though. You play ladder yet? Ladder? I don't think so. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Ladder. Are you talking about the new Battlegrounds? Or not Battlegrounds, the new Tavern Brawl? I've played the new Tavern Brawl. The standard. Oh, okay. No, I haven't. My thing is, so as you can tell from the title, I've only been playing for like 16 days. I really don't have the cards to compete in the standard meta as much as I would really like to. Sure, we'll grab there. Yeah, we'll grab. Oh, can't grab. Let's go with here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here, here, here. Sell. We'll go there. And there. I think that's what we're gonna do. I wanted to triple up on that. That's why I don't want to sell it. But at the same time, it's not really doing a whole lot for me. We're just going to go ahead and move this guy over here. But yeah, no, I haven't played the new standard meta because, like I said, I haven't been playing that long, so I don't have the cards to really compete in that meta. I did luckily start playing, though, before, and somebody gave me the knowledge that I need to buy all the characters that they're making, like legacy characters or whatever. And then they refund you all the dust. So I have expanded my collection. And I still have like 1,300 dust. So I'm sure I could craft like a good top tier deck. But it's just me not spending money on this game makes it really hard to compete. At least in my opinion, it makes it really hard to compete. We're playing the dead dude, so I think we just go here. Don't see any reason not to. Yeah, I think we just go here, 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 and here. And I mean, we're playing the dead dude anyway, so I guess none of this really matters. Just go there. There. Nothing looking great there. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to freeze on that. Buy both of those, buy there. I think that's the plan. It does not feel like 16 days. Yeah, it's 16 days. If you go back and watch each one, it goes 1 through 16. I've been playing this there. So are you saying it does? Are you saying that in a good way or a bad way? Like it feels like it's been way more than 16 days. You've been playing this game forever. Or is it like, oh wow, can't believe you've played this game 16 days. It feels like it's been like 3. Like I can't tell if you're like this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But no. Yeah, man, so the other reason why I'm running into more of a dilemma is I think you guys, well, PP, you're the only one that would probably know that's in the live stream right now, is I've told you guys I'm talking to a girl. The problem is like this girl and I seem to be getting really hot and heavy really quick. As far as, oh wow, I lost to the dead dude. I died to the dead, or I'm dying to the dead, dude. But yeah, no. Let's go here. We're gonna go ahead and play. And play. Then we're gonna go here. Did we get anything? Yes, we got something. Woo! Let's go. We got something, anything. That's all I can ask for. But yeah, we're getting pretty hot and heavy really quick. It seems like even though we haven't seen each other yet, and basically I'm 99% sure if I asked her to move in with me, or if I asked to move in with her and her roommates didn't care, she would want me to move in with her right now. She seems to be very, I guess I should say this person. So there's two people that I'm talking to, and it's going to sound messed up, I know. But there's two people I'm talking to. One that lives near me, and she's actually an ex, and this is the one that I'm talking about. She would probably have me move in almost immediately. And then there's one that I'm talking to that I haven't dated before. She lives down in Florida, and she's literally asking me to come down there and stay for a month in her house. Both of these girls are like almost seeming to want me to move in like right now and live with them. And I know that's probably due to the coronavirus. They got a little bit of cabin fever. They're like, looking to cuff up because, this whole apocalyptic winter. Because I'm not saying it's the apocalypse, but what I'm saying is like cuffing season is usually winter time. That's when everybody wants to have a relationship going into Christmas, bring people over for the holidays for the family to see, that kind of thing. That's usually cuffing season, and that's in winter. Right now it's summer and everybody's still in cuffing season because of this coronavirus thing. So the pandemic winter of cuffing season, I guess, is what I'm calling it. Did I just die? I just died. Well, that was a great game one on live stream. Let's go. No, we got messed up there. We got absolutely destroyed. All right. Well, but anyways, so it seems to be that both of the two women that I'm talking to would like literally have me move in with them right now, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I would definitely be willing to. I would be fine with moving out of the situation that I'm in right now. The problem is, do we do the same mistake? Do we go there or there? That's the only thing I'm debating between. I guess we never got to use his hero power last time, so we're gonna go ahead and go with him this time. But yeah, no. It's one of those things where it's like I would like to move in with them. The problem is like by moving in with somebody else right now, depending on the situation, because of the situation I'm living in right now. If I moved in with somebody else, I would be forcing myself into taking any job that I could get. Right now, the situation that I'm living in, because of the way the finances are set up, I can just kind of live here for at least the next like 6 years and not really be taxed not taxed literally, but not strained financially, if that makes any sense. If I were to move to either one of these girls' houses with them, it would be a little bit more financially taxing. So because of that, I would be forced into getting a real job. And because of that, it would probably, change my course of life if I were to do so. But I'm not gonna lie, being 25 and both of these girls being 20, I think one of them's actually 23 and one of them's 24. They're both younger than me, but both these girls, I mean, I don't know. I'm tempted to move in with them because, I'm tempted to settle down. Like that's the whole thing, is like I'm in the stage of my life where I want to settle down, and not a whole lot of girls are. And right now, while they are, it's tempting to kind of capitalize on the situation and get a wifey, if that makes any sense. Anyways, let's go back and read here. No, I can't believe it's 16 days because last Far Cry stream felt like 2 months ago, LOL. Okay, well, I mean, well, Far Cry didn't last long. Far Cry, it was just more so of a, like, let me play through the storyline and document the gameplay more so than anything. And Far Cry really didn't, I feel like it didn't take too long. It was just like one of those things where it was like, I just played through and blazed through it. It didn't, I don't know. Didn't seem too difficult to beat for me. So you haven't dated, so you have dated once. One of them, yes, I have already dated her. Yes. Yeah. One of them I have already dated. I think I'm gonna sell there. We're gonna go with this combo right here. But yeah, one of them I have already dated in the past. The reason why it didn't work out was because I was moving, and I know I don't do long distance relationships well. And basically ever since I moved back here, she's been trying to date me again. This might be getting a little bit too much into my personal life, but she said that I was her first true love, and that basically because of that, she would take me back in a heartbeat. Regardless of how much I have changed or anything, she would at least try and date me again. Date me enough that she'd let me move into her place. Yeah, so pretty crazy. Pretty. I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm just saying it's a weird situation, okay? It's just a weird situation. I think we're just gonna gold him. Yeah, I think we're just gonna gold him for the power up, because he'll now get +4/+4 every time we play a demon. So I think we just solid gold him and call that the person we solid gold. Anyways. So you've dated once. Well, I mean, after the coronavirus, you feel you, I guess, but don't get yourself in a trap, LOL. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not trying to, like, cuff up some girl that's not really worth my time. You know what I'm saying? And right now, though, it seems like it's really easy to cuff up a girl. I don't know. I have been watching way too many horror stories, and 10% is by going to other houses, LOL. Nah, man. No. So one of them, the one that's my ex, I dated her, so I know everything's on the up and up as far as that would be concerned. Let's shop refresh. We got absolutely nothing. Cool. Yeah, we're just gonna keep shop refreshing. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna, okay, I guess we'll take the triple there. There's no reason not to take the triple. But yeah, no, the X for sure, I know nothing's gonna really happen in that situation. The one in Florida, I have also, the one in Florida that I'm talking to, I actually knew her from high school, and then got to know her again once I moved back, and then she moved to Florida. So yeah, so she's the other one that I'm talking to. So I know both of these girls. I know nothing too crazy is gonna happen, or shouldn't happen. And 5% were romance ones. Hey man, it is what it is. Hey, it's the kitty cat. Hey, duh. Oh no, oh no. Hi. Hi. It's the kitty cat. We won the fight, so that's all that matters. Hello. There you go. There you go. She's just gonna chill here. Oh, never mind. Okay. You're cool. She decided she didn't want to be on my lap anymore. She said, nah, fam. Nah, fam. I'm not trying to be up here and get petted on. Nah. Let's go there. We freeze there because we need him. And then we're going to be at 9, so we'll be at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to have 2 extra left over, but we need to buy there. And then 5%, I'd watch it. Nah, you'd watch what? I don't get what you're saying. But nah, I'm messing with you. Nah, man, like I said, I think everything's on the up and up as far as they're concerned. But if you have feelings for her, you probably might want to express them if you believe so. No, man, like I'm talking to him like kind of flirty, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of flirting with him. What are you jumped off my lap because you didn't want attention, and then you rub up against my legs because you want attention. Females, man. That's not even just cats. That's females in general. But nah, what was I talking about? Yeah, but no, as far as expressing feelings, like I've expressed my feelings. My thing is like both of them are not the most attractive females out there. And hopefully they never see this. Hopefully. Because they might actually know that I'm talking about each other. Because my ex, obviously I knew her because I was close to her. So they went to the same high school. There's a chance, I doubt it because I know the circles that they both hung out in and they didn't hang out in the same circles, but there's a chance that they know each other and that they talk to each other. So if one of them ever saw this, they might both hear it. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could. Again, I don't share the fact that I'm on YouTube with anybody that I actually know. So the chances of them hearing about this are very slim, but it could still happen. So hopefully it doesn't. Let's go ahead and go here. None of them are demons, so we're gonna go here. But yeah, no. The problem is that both of them are not the most physically attractive. One of them has a really bright future ahead of her. So let's just put it this way: the one that moved to Florida for a job. So she has a very bright future ahead of her and is slightly more attractive. The ex, not necessarily. She's probably like, let's put it this way. A 10 for me is someone that I'm like, I know I have no chance of ever dating. Because she's just so attractive, she's gonna go for the dude on roids. Like that's my 10, is like that level of attractive. My 9 is like my 9 is like out of my league, but there's a chance. An 8 is like, that's like the high end of what I'd say I normally date. And then like a 7 is just is like the average girl I date. 6 is getting into like, she's still definitely attractive, but she's kind of below my standards. A 5 is like dead middle. Like basically I don't really date below a 7. And if I were to rate these two girls, which I know is again going to get me into a massive hole that I could not get out of if they were to find out that I'm saying this. I know I'm objectifying women. I know. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and go here. I guess let's just do that. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and do that to, we already have, I forgot we solid golded him. Let's go there. Ooh, yeah, we got a freeze here. Okay, but if I were to rate these two girls, I'd say the ex, whenever I was dating her back in the day, she was probably 6. She's probably dropped down to a 5 now, and the other one that's in Florida is like a 7. So they're both kind of like slightly below what I'm used to dating. Not gonna lie. But most of the girls that I'm used to dating that are in that like 8 and above category, let's put it this way, if they're a 10 and I get my shot with that 10, it's because they want to have sex. Like that's it. That's all they want to do. They want to reproduce, and that's it. And I know this is not necessarily appropriate. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Most 9s and 10s, if they're interested in you, they're interested in not having a relationship with you. They're interested in having relations with you, but not a relationship with you. At least in my experience. Because of that, it's hard to find a girl that wants to settle down that's a 9 or a 10. I mean, that's because they're a 9 or a 10. Obviously, if they're a 9 or a 10, they're going to want to continue to have everything the world offers to them for as long as possible while they've still got good looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't they? It's completely understandable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna go there. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think what we do is we tavern tier upgrade, shop refresh, and just spend all of our coins this way, and maybe triple up there again. We're just hunting for triples basically at this point. So yeah, like finding a wifey is like I might have to step down my expectations. Is what I'm basically what I'm saying. But yeah, oh yeah. So I guess I should say though, the ex, the reason why I'd still consider dating her, even though she's like probably like in that 6 range, like she's kind of dropped down a little bit, or she was like she's dropped down. She's not really like the most attractive female out there. The reason why I'd even consider it is that like me and her have a connection that like we've been friends since we broke up. I know long distance relationships would never work for me, but like even then we've talked, and every time we have a conversation, it's not like most conversations you have like with a stranger, right? They're very surface level, you know, in one ear out the other, you go move on about your day. It feels like most females that I talk to, even though we're in a relationship, that's how they talk to me. That's what it feels like. I don't want to say I necessarily feel like I'm being like sexually objectified, but that's almost what it feels like. Like they're just talking to me to have the physical aspects of a relationship, not really worried about the like mental side of the relationship, if that makes any sense. This girl like actually like that's what makes her attractive, is that she has those conversations that not a lot of other people seem to want to have, which is nice. That's you know, it's a feature that I haven't found in most other women. That's part of why I find her so attractive. Is just mentally attractive. So yeah, I don't know. That's the main redeeming quality about the lesser of the two attractive ones. Really attractive brain versus really attractive future and slightly more physically attractive. It's like, you know, it's kind of one of those things. And I get it, the physically attractive will probably fade over time. I get that, but the wallet will continue to grow over time. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, these are just the thoughts. Like whenever I get on here, these aren't like serious discussions. These are just like my thoughts and me rambling. That's all this is. So, you know, I'm not going to act on anything I say here, but, you know, this is kind of one of those things, though. These are thoughts running through my head, so they are weighing into my decision that I inevitably make, but they're not necessarily cluing you in on exactly what I'm going to do, because I don't even know what I'm exactly going to do. What status would you say you're between both? What do you mean? What status would, oh, like where would I rate myself out of like a 1 to 10? I'm assuming that's what you mean by that. Myself personally, I would say right now, so the thing is like I'm physically crippled, which I mean, I think you know that. I'm physically, I mean, a lot of people would say cripple is such a harsh term. Yeah, but it's pretty accurate too. I hate to say it, but it's kind of accurate. There's a lot of things I cannot do. So because of that, that kind of degrades me on that 1 to 10 scale. But if you're purely talking about looks, my mental drive, I get addicted to working out. So if I ever got back to where I could fully hit the gym like a healthy, regular person, I would probably get back up to where I used to be, which is like I used to work out all the time. I was a little thick. I was a little bit of a thick boy, because of how much I was working out. If I could get back to that point, I would probably rate myself as like a 7 or an 8 in that range. Right now, I mean, if you're saying just aside from the physical disability part of it, I'd probably rate myself as like a 5 or 6. If you add the physical disability part of it, that degrades my score even more. But most girls just looking at me don't know that. So, but I'm skinny right now. I mean, I'm 6 foot at 170 pounds, which I get that that's heavy for a lot of other countries, but comparatively, most people that are my height that are 6 foot, the average male that's 6 foot, because that's above average height, the average male in America is 5'8", and the average American male weighs over 200 pounds. So add on 2 inches of height, they're going to weigh more than the average, usually. So again, for an American, I am fairly small, as far as most people would be concerned. Grabbing there. I would have loved to have grabbed there, but it didn't work out. Anyways, yeah, so like I'm kind of small for the average American when it comes to weight. So, but who knows, if a girl's really into skinny dudes, I'd be probably, wow. I lost. That is the end of the game right there. I cannot win this fight, I don't think. I think this is an impossible fight to win. Yep. And I'm dead, because that's 10, or I thought those were 5s, but I was gonna say that's 10, and he's definitely at 2 to have gotten those. So we lost. It looks like I'm just gonna continue to just absolutely hemorrhage points in this live stream. That's fine. But yeah, that's where I would rate myself. I don't think I could ever rate myself a 10, but I'd say I'd definitely rate in that like 7, 8 range whenever I was able to work out. So I would like to be back up in that position. I mean, basically what I'm saying is like both of these girls are like at the same level I am when it comes to attractiveness, as long as they're overlooking the physical disability part of it, which both of them do appear to be doing so. But the thing is like, I feel like going with a girl that's the same level of attractive as I am, I want my kids to have every advantage possible to them in the future. Like I want my kids to, you know, I want to be able to pay for their college. I want every advantage I can give my kids in life, I want them to have. So it is kind of my duty to have them have an attractive mother, because the more attractive their mother and I am, the more attractive they're going to be, which is an advantage in life. I know that's not what people like to say, but the more attractive people are, usually the easier life is for them. So it's kind of like my responsibility to make sure they get good genetics. You know what I'm saying? I know this is like, again, these are things that are going through my head. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to act on these things that are going through my head, but I'm saying things that, you know, go through my head. So, I think we're just going to go here. I got to sneeze now. Woo! Sorry about that. I don't know if that came through on the mic. Hopefully it didn't, but man, that was a big old sneeze. I think it's because the pollen, because it's been so hot, I think the pollen count is higher than normal, and so I'm starting to get allergies, which is a pain in the butt. I hate allergies. Don't say the C word. I don't remember what C word. Conception? Is that what you're talking about? Conceiving? I don't know what C word specifically you're referencing. You can get demonetized from saying that word. I mean, at this point, I'm not monetized, so yeah. Nobody, a 12-year-old who comes into the stream. Simp? Nah, man. With how much I've objectified women, if anybody thinks I'm a simp, they got something else wrong with them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's something wrong with your head if you think, after everything I've said, if you think simp. Just saying. Alright, let's go here. Let's go here. Ooh, man, I guess we're just going Murlocs, man. I wasn't really planning on going Murlocs, but if we're getting Murlocs, I mean, might as well, right? And I tried to freeze that, but I didn't quite make it in time. Definitely not me, LOL. And don't worry, the chances they would come on this exact stream to the exact time of the stream is low. My thing is that if I date them, they're gonna know about the channel. Like, obviously, like, this is a thing I'm gonna continue doing, so they're gonna know about it. So my thing is that if they know about the channel, what's the chances that they go back in the archives, because this is automatically archived, end up watching this exact stream and watch all the way through it? Because I guess at this point, honey, because you'd be the person I moved in with, you probably know this is about you. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing now. I guess. You know, let's cover my bases while I'm here, right? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I know it's very unlikely, PP. I know. But, you know, there is a chance. Anything in this world can happen. So, you know, there is a chance that maybe they're watching this in the future. Whoever they are is, that I end up inevitably being with. So we're gonna go with here. Come on, there we go. Alright. Yeah, so we're headed down the Murloc Trail, and seems to be working good so far. Anyways, what does your dream girl look like? Dream girl, blue eyes. That's 100% like, and I guess I should say both these girls have blue eyes. That is a huge plus for me. I have blue eyes as well. Not saying that I personally like my blue eyes, but something about blue eyes, man. Every single girl that I've ever dated that, like, I'm a big, like, okay, I'm a kind of one of those hopeless romantic dudes. So, like, the whole, like, staring into each other's soul, like, looking through the eyes of the window to the soul, that whole thing. It's a huge thing that I enjoy doing, just like, you know, and so, like, beautiful eyes are a big plus for me. Blue eyes are the eyes I happen to find the most attractive. Green eyes also, but, like, brown and black, I mean, it's just kind of boring. Like, almost everybody has brown eyes, and it's just boring. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, having something that also is a recessive trait, by me having blue eyes and them having blue eyes, most likely our kids are going to have blue eyes. So again, that's one of those things that it's like, you know, I kind of want to be looking out for the future generation. You know what I'm saying? We did win that fight, so we're just going to go here and we're going to freeze because we want that. But yeah, so blue eyes, 100%. Sorry, this is also going to take me a while, PP. I know you're typing other messages, but you asked me what my dream girl is. This is going to take a minute. Ideally, so like I do like Asian women a lot. Like not necessarily Chinese, more like Japanese and Korean are like, Korean even is a little bit more like that kind of face structure. Korean does lean more towards like the Chinese kind of rounder faced look more commonly, but like Japanese and like, I think, well, one of the Koreas is more known for like the kind of more oval face, but a more oval. So I guess similar to mine, I have a more oval shaped face than a round face. So I guess those two features are kind of what I look like. So I guess that kind of, this is becoming very narcissistic very fast. But one feature that I don't have that I would like them to have, the dream girl as we are calling it, is blonde hair. I'm a huge fan of blonde hair. So let's see, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. Do we want to give, no, we want to go here. Ba-doom, and then let's sell. Yeah, we're gonna sell and go here. We're more likely to get the triple here, so we're gonna go with that move. Then we're gonna go here and get nothing apparently. Blonde hair. I obviously have brown hair, as you can see from there. Another thing is wearing a hat, it makes my hair straight because it's being held straight. After I get out of the shower, I comb it back. It's straight because it's wet. I've dried it off, but it's still a little bit of wet. And then I put a hat on and it dries in that position. So it's being held in that position. So it looks straighter than it really is. My hair is not necessarily curly. So my mom's hair is wavy. My dad's hair is curly. My hair came out kind of almost curly wavy. I like straight hair. That's just a personal thing. Again, going back to the Asian women, like the long, straight black hair. I like blonde hair, but just like long, straight hair is a feature that I like. So preferably blonde, straight, at least like below the shoulder level length hair. I'm not a big fan of the whole short hair movement that a lot of women seem to be wanting to embrace right now. Not necessarily the hugest fan of that. Oh, I tripled up there. Let's go ahead and go here. Let's go with that one. Let's go with here. Sure. Now I think the move here is to sell, play, sell, buy, play. But yeah, no. So then ideally someone that's shorter than me, the height range doesn't really matter as long as she's like above 5'2". Actually, and she could even be taller than me. I mean, we're talking about Dream Girl here. I just don't want her to be the exact same height as me. I actually don't mind dating taller women. Again, going back to the whole genetics thing, I don't really mind dating taller women. Perfectly fine with me. The only problem is that a lot of taller women want to be able to wear heels and want to have a man that is taller than them. So most of the time, I've only ever dated one girl who was taller than me. And that was because I was still going through puberty at the time. So there's that. But I don't mind dating a taller woman. I would date a taller woman. In fact, one of the women that I had a crush on in college was a single mother who was, I'm 25. I think she was like 28 to 30. What are you doing? Sorry, my cat's like eating something back there that she shouldn't be. Get off. Yes, you rat. She was eating a basket, a wicker basket. I don't know if you know what those are, but she was trying to eat the basket, the little weirdo. But yeah, no. So I wouldn't mind. Anyways, that was one of the girls that I had like kind of a crush on. She was definitely attractive. That's for sure. I don't want any of these. So let's just go there. Let's go with here. Yeah, let's go there. We're going to activate there, go there. And I think we're just going to cycle through looking for another Murloc. We didn't get one. Anyways, but yeah, so ideally just not the same height as me. Preferably either just taller than me, or preferably like 2 inches shorter than me. That's like the height range, and like not necessarily 5'2". Once you get below 5'2", you start getting into like, usually if they're that short, there's like health problems because of how short they are. Or at least that's, I mean, this is personal experience. I'm not saying that's everybody, but personal experience. Most of the girls that I've dated that have been shorter than 5'2" have said that they have problems due to their height that are not just, you know, them complaining about their height. So, ideally those height ranges, and then also, unless she's way taller than me. So for instance, if I date like a 7-foot WNBA player, I don't really care about this, but if she's at least near my height, so for instance, if she's 6'2" or shorter, or I mean, I guess if she's 6'5" or shorter, which I guess the idea of me dating a girl that's 6'5" probably never gonna happen. But if she's like 6'5" or shorter, ideally she needs to weigh less than me. Again, this partially has to do with the cripple thing. Passionate bonding, I guess, that activity is harder to do when the parties involved weigh more, just generically. Usually it's harder on both parties. So yeah, ideally she would weigh close, if not less than what I weigh, unless I get back healthy again and I hit that like 200-pound mark. Then, I mean, that number obviously goes up. But right now, like basically always, I would like her to weigh less than me, ideally, unless she's just freakishly tall. And then that goes out the window because, again, the taller you are, the more weight you're going to have on you. Like, that's just how it works. Yeah, we got a triple, boys. We got a triple. Got ourselves a triple. We're gonna go ahead and shop upgrade because of the triple. We're gonna go there, here. Ooh, giving them all +2 or discovering 2 more Murlocs. Think we discover 2 more Murlocs because there's a chance we discover the tier 5 Murloc from his Discover a Murloc. Then I think I'm just gonna go with here, freeze, I guess. No, I shouldn't have frozen on that. I froze to try and get him, but I was like, oh wait, I've already got a tripled version, so that was kind of a waste. Kind of a waste. And Murlocs v Murlocs, we are screwed. Great. Anyways, those heights, that weight, those eyes, that face, that hair. And then personality type, again, I mean, the one that wants me to move in with her that lives near me, the ex that I'm talking about, ideally, she'd have a similar mindset to that ex that I'm talking about. That'd be the ideal, but the chances of that are not necessarily the most likely. Yeah, I guess we're going to go there. And then our next one, I guess we're going to go there. Guess we going to do all that. We going to do all that. Then we're going to go here. Oh man, both of these are amazing for our build. I guess we're going here, boys. We're going here. We're going there. We're doing the thing. We have to buy one of these guys, so let's buy there. Let's shop refresh. Definitely buying there. Definitely buying there. We could buy her. That would be good for our build because we're headed so far down the battle cry rabbit hole. But we really don't need to. So let's go here, here, here. Give both of these guys the taunt. Go here. Go here. Give there. There. Please have a Murloc. It does not have a Murloc. I guess we just shop refresh till we get a Murloc. I could have frozen on that. Anyways, back to the Dream Girl thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of other things are really like a beautiful mind is very broad in my opinion. So yeah, that's, you know, those are the things I kind of look for. Now, how many of those features do these girls I'm talking to have? Again, they both have blue eyes. One does have a more round face, which might be part of the reason why I'm rating her as more attractive. Or does have a more oval face. The one that I said is more attractive does have a slightly more oval face. I don't know what hairstyle they have. Hairstyle is one of those things that like definitely leads to attractiveness to me, but it can change. It can change easily. So like I don't really harp on hair. Now, given I wouldn't necessarily want them to have to straighten their hair every single day, you know what I'm saying? But so I mean, looking for straight hair is a thing that I would say I do kind of more go for. But like people dye their hair all the time, people cut their hair all the time. It's not one of those things I harp on, but as a personal preference, that is what I like. And again, if my future wifey is watching this, I'm apologizing now. I know you may or may not have these features. I'm sorry. But I love you for who you are. That's, yep. That again, we're going to try and save face here as much as I can. Just in case one of them one day is watching this. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go with, brain fart. I was, got all stuck in my head there for a second. Let's go here. We're already tripled up there. I mean, honestly, at this point, we should probably not be worrying about Murlocs. We should be worrying about jacking up our tavern tiers so that way we can get some better heroes. Yep. All right, well, hopefully we don't lose this one. We are, I mean, heck, we're in top 4. So this is the best game we've had on stream today. So that's awesome. What was that? Oh, man. Sorry, let me get a drink of water. Woo, that was weird. Pollen, man, does weird things to you. And yes, I am blaming the pollen. Even there, the word pollen came off weird. I don't know, man. Something's up. Something's up today. Oh, man. Now my eyes are getting all puffy too, man. I don't know, man. I hate pollen. I hate having seasonal allergies. It sucks. All right. So yeah, I think we're going to go with Tavern upgrade. Cycle through. That is a decent Murloc. So I think we're going to go, he's not an ETB Murloc though. Huh. Yeah, I think we're going to go here, 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 and see what happens. Boom, 1 carrot. Boom, 2 carrots. Boom, 3 carrot. No, your battle cries trigger twice. Your next battle cry this turn triggers twice. So apparently that doesn't work. Wish I would have known that. I would have taken the other 5-drop, the battle cry death rattle guy. I didn't know that that didn't work. So yeah, that is a shame. I guess we need to figure out what we're doing. We might end up selling that guy at this point because I didn't know that that's not how that worked. Anyways, personality, looks, question mark, humor. No, she doesn't really need to be funny. So whenever I talked about mentally I like her to be more like thinking a lot, basically. Now usually if they think more, they're funnier. I do have to say that. But I don't know, like, humor is not like a big thing that like I rate attractiveness on. A lot of females do like put a big asterisk on the fact that they love, like, a big part of attraction to them is a funny dude. I get that, but for me, for women, I really don't care. It's nice if she's funny, but at the same time, like, I mean, I don't really care if she's funny. What I more so care about, I think we just lost. We got 3rd place, though. Yeah, we got 3rd place. I'm perfectly happy with 3rd place settlement. Again, as long as we're placing top 4, I don't care. So I don't care if she's funny. I just care if we have similar thought processes on what we think is funny. That's what's more important. Doesn't matter if she's funny. What matters is, can we share memes that we both relate to and both find funny? That's what's important. So her being funny, not necessarily important. Her having the same taste in comedy is what's important. At least personally to me. LOL, finding that one person in your life is pretty slim. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, and that's, I know it's pretty slim, but the thing is too, there's multiple things going against your, I'm not going to, well, I am going to assume because I have to. I'm not trying to assume your gender, PP. But as a dude, which I assume you are, as a male, you are at an extreme disadvantage right now. 99% of what a man finds attractive in a woman, most men, what they find attractive in a woman is physical. 99% of what women find attractive is mental and financial. So who you are as a person is what women find attractive. Most of the time. Let's see, who do we buy here? We're going solid gold build again. Honestly, I don't like any of these characters, but this is more likely to win us the fight. Most of what men find attractive is physical. Most of what women find attractive is personality based and economics based and mental based. So if you look at the way most people don't date face to face anymore. Also, you have access to every person on the entirety of the internet you get to look at. So men are all barking up the same tree. Every man wants a 10. Every man's swiping that they like a 10. Like, that's, you know, it's very basic information, but, you know, every man is going to, basically every woman that's even mildly attractive, every woman that's like a 5 or above is going to have literally thousands of men that want to sleep with her. Whether they know them or not, whether they're even in the same country, whether they're, I mean, you know, whether they're even on the same side of the planet, they will have thousands of thirsty dudes that want to sleep with them. Women, though, that's because dudes, again, they're mostly basing it off of looks. So they will have thousands and thousands of thirsty men going after them, which makes them then overestimate their worth in terms of who they can actually date. Now, given there's chubby chasers, there's all kinds of things out there, but there's only so many chubby chasers out there. If you're a 5 and you weigh 300 pounds, I'm sorry, but there's not enough chubby chasers for all the 300-pound 5 on the scale of 1 to 10 attractive women. There's just not. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, let's go there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, even if you're mildly attractive, you have tons of dudes. And the problem is that women, again, it's personality, mindset based more so, not necessarily entirely, but more so than based on looks. So the thing is that most likely, even so, like Logan Paul, for instance, wildly popular, like the stereotypically attractive dude, over 6 foot tall. I think he's like 6'3", like 220 pounds, like muscular dude, blonde hair, blue eyes, like very stereotypically American attractive, right? Even him, he says he has hundreds of DMs. Like, so that means, and his life is entirely on camera. So everybody knows his mindset. Everybody knows everything there is to really know about the dude. And yet he only gets hundreds of DMs. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's only getting hundreds of DMs and even like bare bones 5s, like minimally attractive women are getting thousands, the odds aren't in your favor as a dude to get the girl that's your ideal girl. I get it. But I still do have ideals of what the ideal girl is for me. My dream girl, again, I've got an idea in my head of what I like. Whether or not I'm ever going to get that, I get that. I get it might be a little bit unrealistic. Basically what I'm saying. That whole tangent basically saying, I get it. My idea of what I find attractive is what most people find attractive. So the chances of me getting that are really unrealistic. I get it. Is basically what I'm saying. I mean, we're not really headed down a route, so I don't really necessarily need to go with a triple there, but why not? Sorry, I hope you guys didn't hear that one either. Woo, that was a pretty brutal sneeze. Man, this pollen, that's what I'm saying, man. My eyes are irritated. My voice is getting all weird. Sneezing, which is crazy because I haven't opened up any windows or anything, and the pollen's like killing me already. And again, there's no way for pollen to have gotten in the house unless somebody opened a door. Which if somebody opened a door, I would have assumed I would have heard them. Man, my eyes are even getting a little red. I don't know if they're appearing more red than normal on camera, but they appear more red to me. Anyways. No like status, e.g. friend, good friend, best friend, girlfriend. I'm finding that, or LOL, finding that one person in your life is pretty slim. No like status. I don't get what you mean by that, but like, honestly, if they're that attractive, here's the thing, as a dude, that most dudes need to know. Even getting, so a lot of dudes are like, oh man, friend zone, blah, 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 blah. Friend zone does not matter. Here's the thing. If you go up to a 10 and you get friend zoned to a 10, guess what? 9 times out of 10, her friends are going to be bare bones 8s, 9s, maybe even you're lucky and she's got friends that are 10s. So therefore, you're now more likely to cross paths with more 10s to 8s than the average female. I would say in America, based off of my tastes, the average American female, I would say, is a 6. So yeah, I mean, based off of that, I mean, like I said, being friend zoned and getting to hang out with an attractive female is nothing to scoff at. I don't see why a lot of people are like, oh, poor dude, he got friend zoned. Well, guess what? Now he's hanging out with way more attractive women on average than you are. So don't worry about getting friend zoned. Again, making friends with attractive females is something I will always say go for. I don't care if you don't have a chance of dating them, hang out with attractive people. Just do it. Just saying. So as far as the status thing, I don't really care. If they're attractive, if they're like a 10 to a 9, I want to have them in my life. Regardless of friend, good friend, best friend, girlfriend, I don't care. I want them in my life. Because again, I'm going to bring more attractive people into my life. So don't worry about getting friend zoned. I have been friend zoned. Actually, not too many times. I'm not going to lie. Most of them. Okay, so like, I will say I've been friend zoned. I've been friend zoned a few times, but almost every single time I get friend zoned, it ends up becoming friends with benefits zone. So yeah, I don't know. Again, and that's the thing. If you have that same thing happen to you, again, hanging out with 10s, even if they don't want to date you now, you might still get something you're looking for out of that relationship in the future. Not saying that's what you need to go in with the mindset of have happen, but it can happen, and it has happened to me numerous times. Just saying. So yeah, again, don't expect it to happen, but it can definitely happen. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go. Oh, we can't do that yet. Oh, we are full. We're gonna go here, here, there, and then we're gonna go here. Yeah, we're gonna call that a turn. But yeah, so as far as what they are to me, I don't really care. Having a 10 in my life, something I will always be happy with. Who wouldn't want an extremely good-looking girl with good-looking kids? I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what every guy is going for. Again, and that's to be shallow. That's what every guy is going for. Now, again, this is all my thoughts. Like I said, one of the 2 girls that I'm considering as possible waifu material isn't necessarily the most attractive female. She is just mentally very attractive, and it's hard for me to stay away from because she is so mentally attractive. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's not 100% of what I base my attractiveness to somebody on, but I definitely would like to have an attractive wife and attractive kids. Yes, I think everybody wants that. But again, I might not necessarily act on that. I might end up lowering my physically attractive standards for someone that is more mentally attractive. Just saying, it could happen. Very well could happen. And again, I'm sorry if I end up making you my future wifey. If you're watching this, I'm sure that I can't really dig myself out of that hole, to be honest. Yeah, I might have settled on looks, but I have moved up in terms of mentally attractiveness. I have dated up in the terms of brains. I really hope my future wife does not watch this. I really hope that this doesn't just... I just hope this kind of gets buried under the massive amount of content I produce over the next few years, and just future wifey never finds this. Really hope. Anyways, C word. Oh, coronavirus. How freaking, what's her name? What's that rapper girl? Cardi B. How Cardi B says it. Coronavirus. Nah, man, I don't really care. Oh, delete the stream. Nah, man. I mean, here's the thing. I leave up every stream. I've probably said some things in like the past year that I've been doing this. I probably said some things that probably should be deleted. Including this one. Like, this is for sure one of those ones that's like checks that box of, yeah, probably should delete this. But I'm not deleting anything. It's the same thing with my Instagram. I have on, or not my Instagram, my Facebook. My Facebook, I have pictures of me in 8th grade. 8th grade me was stupid. And there are some stupid pictures. I had a Jufro too. So again, young me was stupid in terms of having attractive pictures of me on the internet. But I'm not going to delete them. It's part of my past. I want it all to be there. I want you to make your judgment of who I am based off of all the content that I have produced over the years. Because, well, and I guess I should say, a lot of people are like, yeah, but that's not who you are now. Well, if it's a smart individual consuming the content, then they'll obviously know that's not who I am now. They'll obviously have seen the progression and the change of who I have become. Now, if they're too ignorant to see that while watching this progression, then that's not on me. If they, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's basically what I'm saying. If they can watch all my content and say, I can't believe you said this in the past. If they watch all my content and don't say, yeah, he said this in the past, but let's look at the content he's producing now and see how much he's grown. If they can't do that, I don't really care about their opinion. I hate to say it that way, but you know what I'm saying? Mr. Ghost has blue eyes. That's good for him. Again, I mean, it's a rare trait to have. Once you get into now, so for instance, a lot of people, like, I forgot what the age is, but a lot of people are born with blue eyes and then their eyes change color as they get older. But I don't really know what that age is, actually, to be completely honest. Which is funny though, because whenever I was like 8 years old, my eyes would change from hazel to green to blue. And it did that for like 2 years straight. And then now that I'm this age, my eyes have just been blue. And they go from like really gray to greenish, brownish blue is like where they go to. But they're not like full on like hazel, full on green, because they would go to just about full on those colors for that year. But they've settled into like really gray blue all the way up to like a darker kind of greenish brown blue. So that's kind of what my eyes do. I know that was probably something you didn't really care about, but yeah, that's my eyes for you. That's my eyes. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Hey, we got a triple, boys. We got a triple. And we're going to get a 6-star. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We got garbage. Cool. Got it. We're going to sell. We're going to sell there. And play there. And go here. And triple up there. That's what we're going to do. Anyways, I have hormones to like females, so yeah. All right, so you are admitting to being a male. Cool, got it. Oh man. I have wavy hair. Yeah, for sure, man. No, I mean, my hair, again, like I said, it's pretty straight right now, but like my picture, again, I had a Jufro, so my hair was like curly. Also, taking care of your hair is a whole nother thing. It'll improve the health of your hair by taking care of your hair, because that's how that works. And usually healthier hair does tend to not be as frizzy and Jufro like as mine was in the past. I will definitely say my hair in high school was not healthy whatsoever. But yeah, definitely my hair is way more healthy now than it was in the past. What is with cats and nibbling things? I don't know, man. I think she does it more so for attention than like actually wanting to nibble on it. Because like a lot of cats will claw furniture, and she'll claw this chair that I'm sitting in, but she won't claw anything else unless I'm sitting in. So like, for instance, she's only ever clawed, we have leather couches in the house, and she's only ever clawed the couches when somebody's sitting in it that she wants attention from. That's the only time she'll claw stuff. I think most of the things that she does are for attention when she wants attention, more so than her just wanting to be a destructive cat. If that makes any sense. We are losing again. I just want 4th place. That's all I want. Don't kill me. I just want 4th place. Come on, man. We just have to outlive one more dude. Just have to outlive the one more dude. All right, let's go. Oh, geez. Let's go here. Get our tier 6. I mean, at this point, I think we just go with beasts. We're getting so many beasts. I think we just go with it, because I mean, I don't know what else to do. We're just getting all the beasts, bro. That is a Murloc, not a beast. I got too much into the last builds that we did. So honestly, if we go with beasts, we could sell there, and there. Let's just go ahead and play this, I guess, for now. Murlocs, that's awesome for Murlocs. I think we just go ahead and buy that. I think we do. I think we just go there. Not seeing anything calling my name here. So I think what we do is we just go ahead and sell here, go here, call that a day. Yeah, we're going to go with that. All right. Oh, wait, we've got 1 coin still. Yes, we freeze on that because that demon is amazing. If we can ever triple up on that demon, that is the thing I want to do because he gets like 200 health if you triple up on him. And you've played the other 2. Generally, the domestic animal kingdom, finding human-made things to nibble at all the time. Well, I mean, you can argue the domesticness of cats. I'd say most cats are not really domesticated. They are, but are they though? You know what I'm saying? Like, cats are pretty crazy. They some pretty crazy animals. That is for sure. We lost this one too. Can we just kill there? That's all I wanted to do was just kill there. We lost. I was hoping it wasn't that high of a tavern tier, but if we could have killed there, I was hoping 1, 2, 3, 4. We still had a chance. We got top 4 though. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. We got top 4. All right, that's all I can hope for. We got positive points. That's all I care about. Let's see. Generally, the domestic. By the way, our prime minister is in intensive care. Who's gonna run the country now? If you're in Europe, oh wait, no, Britain's the one with a queen, right? I was gonna say, like, I know part of Europe has a queen, so I guess she just continues to have power. I would think. I don't know. All I know, so I don't know your governmental system, but I do know in my governmental system, if the president were to become ill in a capacity to where he could not perform his duties as president, the vice president becomes president. If the vice president can't do it, Secretary of State, I believe. Like, you know, like there's a chain of command in the US. So I'm assuming the UK has the same thing. I would assume. Now, whether or not they're arguing he's too ill to do his job is a whole nother thing. But if he's in intensive care, I would assume they would, you know, the next guy would step up. Again, I don't know how that works in your country. We're going to go with the interesting build. We're going to go with there. This guy has an interesting play style, so we're going to try and play to that. Thirsty men. Yeah, man. All of them. Hey, again. Hey, what's going on, man? I don't like the game. Well, I'm sorry you don't like the game. But I do, and I want to play a game I enjoy, because if I'm not enjoying myself, I don't think you'd enjoy yourself either. So, yeah. We freeze on that. We 100% freeze on that. That is an amazing turn 1. We're gonna learn. We're gonna lose our first fight, but that is just grade A. Turn 1, turn 2 play. I hate my Fiverr. Or I hate Hey Fiverr. I hate Hey Fiverr. And hi, Jib. So as far as Fiverr, are you talking about the website? The only Fiverr I'm thinking of is Fiverr, the website where you pay people to create things for you over the internet. The website Fiverr is what I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm completely off track with what you're thinking of, but that's what comes to mind. Yeah, so I don't know. Ideally though, with this character, so to those of you who are here to maybe learn a little bit about this game, ideally with this hero, you want to pick either the beast or the murloc that summon another creature. That's ideally what you would want in this situation, but I liked that a lot, so yeah. No, I don't have hormones, LOL. So I'm not a genuine male, LOL. You probably do. So a big difference. So a lot of people like to argue, and this is gonna come out probably way worse than I intend for it to come out sounding, but it's the honest truth. A big difference in males and females. So people like to argue that there's no such thing as gender at birth, or there's no such thing as sex at birth or gender at birth, depending on your stance on this. Most people say it's nurture versus nature. We're just not sure. If you look at a fetus in the womb, you could literally not look at it at all, take a blood test, and you could tell if it was male or female without looking at the genetic material, just in testing hormones. A male in the womb has a higher prenatal testosterone level than females. Coming out of the womb, and testosterone is a big aspect of what makes men versus females. That's what scales in the difference in athletic ability. So testosterone, basically, I mean, guys that are on testosterone are the huge yoke dudes. People that are on testosterone are the people that are performing at the upper echelons of athletics. And as a male, being born as a male, even if a baby female came out of the womb, immediately got put on hormone replacement therapy. Immediately. As long as the dude had a normal life, it would be hard for her to compete naturally on the same level he is. So for instance, as long as he's a normal dude and works out, if this female baby, which would be cruel and not something that I would say anybody should ever do to their baby, is just straight out of the womb start pumping it with the wrong hormones. But if you immediately started pumping it with the wrong hormones and the guy were to continue to live an active life and continue to live in a way that is, so for instance, the more active you are, the less garbage you eat, all those things contribute to your body producing its natural hormones the way it's supposed to. And as long as that's happening, basically, it would be hard for that female to, unless she jacked up her doses. If she's doing hormone replacement therapy, which the goal is to mimic natural hormones, if she were to do that and not to overdo the level of testosterone, natural hormones, that's one thing. But if she's trying to overdo it, then yeah, I mean, I'm sure anybody could overdo the amount of steroids they're taking and, do whatever they wanted to. Anyway, sorry, weird thing. But yeah, as a guy, basically what I'm saying is, as a guy, you come out of the womb with testosterone, which is the male hormone that leads to sex drive and bigger muscles and stronger muscles and thicker bone density and things like that. So yes, out of the womb as a male, you do have those hormones. Just saying. So I'm not a genuine male. I guess my chicken pox is beginning to die off. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you're finally getting some relief. The last soft and squishy spot has now become crusted. All my spots are now dry skin. I'm taking this as me no longer being contagious. I don't know. Again, my bout with chicken pox was quite a while ago, so I'm not entirely sure. My knowledge on chicken pox is very limited. I'm sure I'll Google it more once I have kids, because once I have kids, my kids will probably end up getting chicken pox, and I'll need to know later on. But as of right now, it's just not one of the things I've really looked into, and it's just one of those things that happened so long ago I don't really remember, to be honest with you. No, our prime minister is Boris Johnson, has the virus. The queen in the UK is just a queen, who is the monarch of the UK. Well, I mean, traditionally in the past, the queen was the one with all the power. I get that's not how it actually works. I get that. But, I mean, you still have a monarch for a reason. So, I mean, kind of that, like, to me, it's like that's the way it should work. I mean, she's the queen. I don't know. But at the same time, again, I would assume it's like the U.S. and there is a chain of command and someone else will be stepping up. That's my assumption, but I might just be an ignorant American. Who knows? But I would assume there is a chain of command and somebody else, it's like already set up in a way that somebody already knows their role and is already stepping up. That would be. I don't know what to go with. Let's just go here. Go here. Yep, there we go. We'll triple up. We will triple up there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go here. Sure. If we decide to go mechs, I guess that would be useful. Here. I don't really want any of these. I mean, at this point, I'm just grabbing a dude to sell in the future rounds. That's kind of the plan right now. The ideal of this build would be to get to a state in which we are constantly winning, where we can win like 3 hands in a row without buying anything or without putting anything new on the field. We just keep buying stuff and then have a bunch of cards in here, sell a bunch of stuff, and get something that's really big. That's the ideal for this build. It's just not worked out that we could do that. And we lost this one bad. We got our patootie kicked. I think that's a 2. Yeah, that's, geez. Whoo, that's a big hit. That is a big old hit. Right to the face. Oi. Yeah, we're gonna grab there 100%. We're gonna grab there 100%. We have enough to buy one more. Man, I guess we go with this. So how we do this is we're gonna go here, sell, here, sell, play, sell. Oh wait, no, we weren't supposed to play. We weren't supposed to sell this dude. Oh man, we messed it up. We messed it up, boys. We messed it up. We done did messed it up. Hey, Ron, we done did messed it up. Go there. Here. Hopefully we get a dude we can sell. Yeah, I don't see any of those being absolutely wonderful, so let's just go ahead and do that. Then we buy, and buy. Play. We play. And we save this in our hand. That's, yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. Anyways, I do have hormones, but not the hormones to like females because I do not have any, well, the thing is like testosterone contributes to sex drive. It doesn't contribute to a preference of sex, of who you have sex with. It just contributes to sex drive. So your desire to have sex, regardless of who with, is what the hormones will contribute to, and or to pleasure yourself, which is really weird to say. The things I end up saying on the internet, some things I just never really expect to say that just come out of my mouth sometimes. Yes, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna triple up. We can't triple up. I do think we freeze on that though. There, I guess that's a ETB ability that I would want. We can buy their cycle. I think that's the plan. We're buying these two and cycling. Let's just say the queen is a royal monarch. There is a royal family that ruled over the UK. She ruled the UK, but now it's mainly the government. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I would assume in the event of an emergency, I mean, again, I don't know UK politics, but I would assume it's like if stuff gets going bad and nobody knows what's going on, the queen would just take back over. That's what I would assume. Like if the government's just going to craziness, I mean, it'd be really easy for the queen to be like, yeah, you just don't exist anymore. You no longer have a job as a government. I'm taking back over. I would assume that it would be that easy. Because a lot of people love the royal family too. So I mean, I would assume that's how that would work. But I mean, again, I don't know non-American politics. I don't know how it works. She made a real important speech yesterday about the pandemic. She never did something like this ever since she was around 18. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. Crazy times call for crazy actions. Things that wouldn't normally happen are happening right now because people are freaking out. So yeah, she is now 90-something, I believe. But I mean, that's the thing, though, is hopefully, or I would hope, she has a lot of experience, and so therefore would be a good leader. That's what I would hope for. But you never know. Yeah, I think we're gonna take there, and I think we are going to play here. We're gonna discover a tier 5. Death rattles trigger twice. Or get a dude from the last dude. I think we're gonna go here because that nets me more dudes to sell. These are all dudes that I'm willing to sell. So this is what we're doing. We're trying to set up for a big turn in the future. That's what we're trying to do right now. Turn order really still doesn't matter necessarily. I guess putting him up front might be slightly more of a good idea. Let's go there. There, I guess. I don't know. Turn order doesn't really matter right now, I don't think. Anyways, educational. Definitely nothing that down teacher. Definitely nothing that down teacher. I don't know what that means, but okay. Don't worry, man. I don't pay attention to the government nor politics. I mean, I'm not going to say you should pay attention to politics, especially based off of your age, but like if the politics affect your life, you should pay attention to them. So for instance, we get to, as Americans, and I'd assume it's the same in the UK for the most part, you get to vote. So being educated on who and what you're voting for is like, basically like, I would rather the average American not vote than the average American vote and be voting with no information, being uninformed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things that, yes, everybody has the right to vote. Everybody should vote. But everybody should also be educated on what they're voting on. Because if not, that's how you get stupid things happening like what's going on in the American government right now. Yep. Yeah, I guess we'll go there. We could sell and grab there. I don't really want to, though, but you know what? We're doing it anyways. We're doing it anyways, boys. We're doing it anyways. All these guys are worth selling. So right now, I think we lose this fight. Most likely we are going to lose this fight. We hopefully don't die. We hopefully roll till we get a team of characters up here that we actually want. And then we go through all of this and get some big dudes. Get some big bad old homeboys. So once this next turn rolls around, I'm going to need to be paying direct attention to here. I'm probably going to ignore the stream a little bit for a few moments. Politics and philosophy are real boring aspects of life as it is. It'll be less boring the older you get. Because Well, here's if I can say anything to that to affect your life the way you're living right now. The way you view things is going to change the way you interact with life. And the way you interact with life is going to change what you get from life. So your mental space can have a direct correlation to the way your life goes, is what I'm saying, basically. So subscribing to a philosophy or studying numerous philosophies. Hello, kitty cat. There's the kitty cat. Subscribing to a life philosophy can have very crazy effects on your life. We didn't lose that, so I think what I said about last turn, I'm gonna say about this turn. I think we're gonna do this and call that a turn, because he sells and buffs +1/+1 again. All these guys that I just got are dudes that are either gonna transform into hopefully something better, or guys that continue to give me crazy good effects as I play them and cycle through. So let's see. I would want there, kind of. Don't really want there. Don't really want any of that. So this isn't one that I want to. There's no better way to say it. This isn't what I would want to blow my load on, though. There's no other way. I can't. Right now, my brain is not working. That's the only thing I can think to say here. But that's not what I want to use it on. Oh, God save the queen. Oh, man. Hydrate and sanitizer. You know, man, that's what it is. Everybody needs the hydration and the sanitizer. We need a system where food comes to our doorstep and not having us go to shopping and risk our exposure. I mean, in America, we have Amazon, and Amazon is partnered with Whole Foods. So as long as Whole Foods has food in stock, we have the ability to do that in America. So it would surprise me you don't have the ability to do that in the UK, honestly, because I think Amazon works in the UK. So I would think you would, but I don't live there, so I don't know. And also, it is more expensive than just going out. Like, Whole Foods in general is more expensive when it comes to the price of food. And then add on to the fact that they're getting it delivered, it is way more expensive than going out and getting groceries. So it might just be that your parents can't afford it, but don't want to pay for it because it is stupidly expensive for a mild convenience. If that makes any sense. Oh, we didn't die. That's going to be a big hit. Oh, we did die. I didn't think we were going to die from that. Jeez. Well, we got top 4. So that's all I can really ask for. And then Tamilazan, what's going on? Tamilazan, I don't know how to say your name, man, but the guy on Mixer, what's going on, man? I'm sorry it took me so long to read your comments. I'm behind on comments. I am multi-streaming. Also, don't know if you're even still here, but I am multi-streaming to Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and Facebook, all of them. So I am referencing comments on other streams. So I'm sorry it took me so long to notice you. But hopefully your day is going well. Hopefully you're even still here. I should and probably pay attention to it, but nah, live and let live. I mean, that in and of itself can be kind of considered a philosophy, just saying. But again, subscribing to a philosophy you don't know much about is a whole nother thing. I'm encouraging you to be educated is basically all I'm saying. If you're not motivated to, I mean, I can't change your motivations, but like I said, what you think can have a direct correlation to what you experience from life. So, but I watch the news every time. I just hate politics. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like. See, my thing is I don't hate politics in the sense that like it can accomplish something. Politics can be a good thing. It encourages discussion. It encourages debate. But whenever it becomes as toxic as it is in America, yeah, I can see why the average person doesn't like politics. Just leave it at that. Things like the virus are interesting things. I mean, I guess anything but politics is interesting. Sure. Hello, and then Hypebot is now following. Hey man, thanks for the follow. Again, I'm really sorry it took me so long to get to you, and I don't think you're still here. But thanks for the follow. I hope you didn't just immediately unfollow, but thanks for the follow, man. Buffering. This is what happens for the past 15 seconds. I'm sorry. Still going. Sigh. There we go. All right. Well, I'm glad it fixed it. Hello again. And then please see Mixer 2. Haha. Yeah. See, that's what, okay. I think I didn't even have to say it. I think he knew what was going on. I'm sorry, man. We have Amazon, but like, I mean, okay, I don't know what you mean by that, but all right. I don't know myself. I'm not the guy supplying food. Are masks really helpful? So as far as that goes, multitasking, multi-streaming, but yeah, sure. And then, so as far as masks being helpful, yes and no. They're helpful in the sense that if you are sick, it helps you not spread your germs. So helpful when it comes to the whole like herd immunity idea. Yes. They're not helpful if you don't take the proper precautions to put it on and take it off. If you like, basically what I'm saying is if your hands have the virus on it and you're touching your face to pull off a mask, you're putting the germs on your face, if you get what I'm saying. So doing it the right way can be helpful. But again, touching your, so whether you have it or not, if you have it, you touched your face to put on a mask. Now, if you don't clean your hands and you touch other things, you're still spreading the germs. You get what I'm saying? So masks can be helpful, but you, like a lot of people, like my dad, for instance, because he bought a lot of masks whenever he heard about this whole thing. I've seen him reuse the same mask, which you should never do. You should never reuse the same mask. First of all. Second of all, I've seen him both put on and take off the masks. He's not doing it the right way. He's not doing it in a clean and safe, sterile way. So he's actually, by doing that, by touching, the more you touch the face, the more you're likely to get sick. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes and no. If you don't do it right, you're more likely to catch the virus because you're touching your face more. But no, in the sense that like, or no in that sense, but yes in the sense that like if you do everything right, yeah, you're hindering the spread of germs. Anyways, well, that's called multitasking. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, not even multitasking. I have to read through the comments, and if I talk as much as I see, this is why I stream, is because I like to talk, even though I normally in my day-to-day life I don't talk that much. So I get all of my exercise of talking out on stream to you guys. And so I'm long-winded on stream. Basically what I'm saying is I'm long-winded on stream, whereas in my day-to-day life I don't really say that much. So you know, whenever I'm long-winded, that leads to me deliberating on a comment for 20 minutes and saying a bunch of stuff that maybe people don't need to hear or want to hear. Freezing smiley face from Pee-Pee. What's okay? A cold shoulder, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. Why in God's name did malicious or molecules combine to form this god awful virus? Well, I'm not gonna get into this, but when it comes to viruses, there are some wackadoo crazy theories out there that are cool to look into. One of which is that viruses predate humans and that we're kind of just here to spread viruses. That, you know, we're like, if you count the, I think it was like, if you count the total, like, or wait, no, what it was, there was a thing though that was like basically stating that like we're here to allow viruses to grow, basically. Like that's the main thing we've done as human beings, as a race, is to allow viruses to thrive. Anyways, but yeah, so there's an answer in that if you dive into that theory. There's an answer to that question in that theory, but it's a bit of a wackadoo thing. It's one of those things that like it's useless knowledge, but it's kind of one of those fun things. It's like what is it? Creepypastas. It's a fun story. It's not something you actually need to know though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not specifically talking about the virus. I'm talking about all viruses. Again, that goes back to that thing that I was talking about. Bacteria is tolerant because we came from them, but dang, where and why did viruses have to come from? Again, that's part of that theory that I was talking about. There's answers in that theory. They're a bit wackadoo, but it's a fun theory to subscribe to. Now, as far as where did viruses really come from, I mean, technically it's one of the earliest splitting of, like, if you look back through the evolutionary tree, viruses split off relatively close to the beginning of the evolutionary tree. So, like, basically it's like all the rest of human life or all the rest of living things, so like trees and everything, came from one branch. The whole other branch was viruses. So like everything that's technically alive from like initial molecules starting the tree of life was viruses, literally everything else. So that's part of this theory that I'm talking about, but that is actually scientifically based, that viruses are one of the first things that split off from our family tree of a common ancestor of molecules combining in weird ways. Anyways, relate to COVID-19. There is an interesting news or thing happening in that place. Basically, human created virus, which is a danger to humans. The more they look into it, as far as COVID-19 is concerned, the more they look into it, the more it's looking like there might have been some, even if there wasn't malicious intent in the creation of the virus, that there was some malicious intent as far as the spreading goes. I don't know if you pay attention to American news, man, but in America, we have now found, I think it was 3 separate instances where people traveled into our country, where Asian continent descended people came from parts of Asia to America carrying literal vials that have now been tested and confirmed to have COVID-19 in them. And this was several months ago. So I'm not saying it was seeded into a population maliciously, but it does appear that way. I'm also not saying that it was created maliciously, like it was created to be used as a weapon. I'm not saying that it does appear to be that way, but I'm not saying that it is that way. But it's got all the spellings of a perfect disease. 50% of people that have it and can transmit it don't even know they have it. You could not even know you have it, give it to somebody. It's your exact same strain that you had because you gave it to them, and it can kill them. Like it's a pretty gnarly virus when it comes to like how deadly and weaponizable it is. Again, malicious spread, there's an argument. Malicious creation, I don't know. We as humans are not doing a good job either. There's a dominant disease found frozen in glaciers, and we encourage them to melt. I mean, that's a theory. I mean, there's no real big likelihood of that happening. Let's just say that. If it's been frozen in a glacier, let's put it this way. We are more likely to die from an impact of a meteor that killed the dinosaurs. We're more likely to have that happen to us by almost 1,000,000 to 1 compared to some crazy thing thawing out of glaciers and killing a lot of people. I mean, and when I say 1,000,000 to 1, I mean like we would most likely experience 1,000,000 extinction event size meteors hitting the planet before we'd have that happen. I'm just saying. It's very unlikely. No, we shouldn't. It is obviously bad for the glaciers to melt for various other reasons, but the chances of a disease being released from glaciers is not very likely. I also do realize I'm not playing that much, but that's also because we're sitting at close to that 2-hour mark. And sorry to you over on Mixer, but YouTube, to the people everywhere else, YouTube will only record this as a video once I'm done streaming it. If I cut it off at like close to the 2.5 hour mark, 2 to 2.5 hour mark. So I usually do only stream for 2 to 2.5 hours. So I'm sorry. Thanks for everyone on all the other platforms. Thank you for coming here, but I will. The reason why I'm talking so much and not playing is because I'm trying to head towards the shutting it off kind of state is what I'm going for. Dude, bioweapons are dangerous. I know. But see, this is the thing. You're really good at pulling me off on tangents, man. As time has gone by, there's a line right there. I'm sorry. ADHD kicked in. There's a line right there. I don't know if, yeah, that does show up to you guys. I think I've mentioned that before. Anyways, as time has progressed, we create something crazy deadly. Then we create defenses to that crazy deadly thing. Then, because the defenses work so well, we have to create something even more deadly. Example, we came up with knives. We started wearing leather because leather and ringmail could help with knives not killing you. In combat, this is what I'm talking about. We created swords because swords could defeat leather and ringmail. So then we created steel plate. We eventually created guns, which could penetrate the steel plate. So then we create ceramic body armor. And better medicine also could be kind of considered a defensive measure. Eventually we graduate to tanks, missile launchers, actual missiles, nukes. And as far as nukes, we kind of have defenses for nukes. What is it? The Iron Curtain, which is literally our solution to nukes, is launch missiles at the nuke and blow it up before it impacts the ground. Not necessarily the most effective thing, but if it works, it works. So the logical conclusion would be that nukes aren't as effective anymore. The next evolution in weapons is bioweapon. So, and that's one of the things, maybe one day we'll have a defense to bioweapons. I don't know, but, I don't know. I mean, it's a logical conclusion. Once you seed it into the population, it's kind of hard to stop. And the other thing is that when it comes to all the evolutions of this in the past, it was up to individuals that were trained to participate in combat, was who would be using these weapons and defenses. With bioweapons, it's a whole civilian population. So having mass control over your civilian population is a big thing. So any communist and authoritarian style government is going to have an advantage when it comes to bioweapons because they can force their people to do things that help the whole of the people and the greater good. So countries that, like America, lean towards freedom, it's going to be particularly deadly in places like that. So again, it's a good weapon. If you're again trying to follow that evolution of weapon defense, it's a good evolution. It's a logical and good evolution to what you would want to do. Sorry, again, tangents. I'm sorry. We're at the 2-hour mark, and I didn't need to stop following tangents, but I like reading your guys' comments. So, anyways, like it should be used on human life. I don't think that why we're I don't think that way where it's a weapon. But it could be an error, scientific experiment gone wrong also. Well, as far as a scientific experiment gone wrong, it 100% seems to be that way. It 100% seems to be that way. The gone wrong aspect is the part of that that's like questionable. I mean, did it go wrong or did it go right? That depends on how malicious you believe the intent to be behind what's going on. Again, now spread, there's way more evidence to show that it might have been intentional. The creation might not have necessarily been intentional, but the spread does appear to be a little bit more intentional. Nanotechnology and bioweapon really need to never be used in wars at all, neither atomic nor nuclear weapons. Again, we do have a little bit more of a defense towards nuclear weapons now. Again, I'm not saying they should be used, but what I'm saying is that if everybody had the perfect defense to nuclear weapons, then nobody would use them because they're a useless weapon. If everybody has defenses for them, you know, what's the point of using them? They're still effective in mass quantities, but like Russia and America are the only people that have nukes in mass quantities efficient or sufficient enough to be deemed still effective even with systems designed to counteract them. Like, and what I mean by that is like the Iron Curtain style strategy where they launch a bunch of missiles to blow up the warhead before it hits the ground. If you launch 50 nukes at them, it can't handle that, so it's still going to work. You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of countries have 50 nukes. If that makes any sense. And nanotechnology, I still, as far as I know, it's still quite a ways away. It's closer than you might think, but still quite a ways away, if that makes any sense. And I know none of these are used, but never should it ever be in the future. I mean, there's an argument to say that a bioweapon might have been used with this coronavirus thing, but again, I'm not saying that was 100% a thing, but there's a lot of evidence to show that after its creation, it might have been used slightly in that way. Imagine if we used stop bacteria disease. Bioweapons are bacterial. Yeah, it could, but the thing is, bacterial infections are easy to kill with antibiotics. So I don't think bacterial warfare would become a thing. Now it could as far as poisoning the water supply, but there's more effective ways to do so. It'll most likely, if it's a bioweapon, it'll always be viral, most likely. Yes, bacteria are becoming more antibiotic resistant, true. But at the same time, because of that, we've already started research into that, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be a losing battle. They're already creating defenses for the supposed weapon that you would want to use. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be behind the curve if you're trying to create a weapon. Humans need to stop attacking each other. Very true. We are all one civilization. See, that's the thing, is I wish a lot more people had that mentality. The problem is that, like, even if we get to that point where we're all one, like, I think we're slowly getting to the point where everybody's realizing, like, as a global species who has global communication, we're realizing more and more how important the globe is over nationalism. But I think even then, there's going to always be a little bit of nationalism, no matter what. I mean, and I'm not even saying, like, I'm saying that even as an American, I am always going to be, no matter where I live, an American. I think the only way we get past nationalism is if we have if we have an alien invasion, then it'd be, yeah, I'm a citizen of the world fighting against a galactic enemy, I guess, I think that's about the only thing that would unite us, to be honest, as a global population. Save all our weapons for well, the thing is saving all our weapons for hostile things that come from outside of our planet. There's an argument to be made that once there's no war, our technology for war will stop progressing. which is part of the argument as to why a lot of people say, you know, war is just a big scheme. Um, in America, I mean, if you look at some of the biggest companies in America that are like in that mid level of big company, they're people that produce war technology. So if it's a big business, you're incentivized to make there continue to be need for your technology. So as people, we kind of encourage war ourselves. Also, if we are facing against aliens and they have a way to get to our planet, I kind of want to have better technology than what we currently have. Just saying. Our species is nuts. Oh yeah, AI really must be controlled. Yeah, and AI would be another thing, but that would be that. Yeah, it could be an AI versus aliens, but if it were an AI, the people that created the AI would be the people that would be being attacked for it, more so than the AI. If life beyond ours makes an alliance with us, how cool would that be? As a species that would be supposedly smarter than us, would you like if you were an alien and you had access to technology that almost seems like magic to us, would you want to give us that technology? I mean, I know I wouldn't. If I had the ability, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think even if there are aliens, whether you think there are or not, if you think there are aliens, I think the only way we're ever going to get to know that there are aliens is whenever we get to a point where we're not likely to kill them and we're not likely to kill ourselves. We're too busy killing each other for, I think, other alien species, if they exist, to want to get involved. But on that note, I have finally caught up with the comments. Before you guys have a chance to say anything else, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.